Welcome to Math 039 at Jackson College. My name is Allison Price, and I'm the lead faculty for this course. I teach most of the online sections and have prepared the majority of the course materials. So what I want to do in this video is just kind of give you an overview of some of the things that you're going to find when you log into your course. Note that I'm making this video in fall of 2014, and we're looking at one of my sample courses. This happens to be the course for section I1. You might have a different section, you might not be during the fall, so some of the things in this video could be a little bit different, but the locations or the buttons that are important for you will be the same. So an overview of the course home screen, which is a screen that is loaded by default. On the top of the course home screen, you can see a calendar that has a set of upcoming assignments. I'm making this video a few weeks before the semester starts, so it's all blank. Let me click forward a couple of weeks until the beginning of the semester. We should see that my first set of due dates is going to appear. So when you have something due, you'll see a little icon on that part of the calendar. The way I have this course set up, I have everything due on Mondays, so you'll only see one of those symbols on the Monday, right? It just kind of gives you an overview of which ones are due. Now, when you look at the calendar, and if you hover your mouse over that, you can see a list of about 6 assignments. And you can also see a shorter synopsis of upcoming assignments that are due. You can see they're due on that same day, September 8th, but this does not give you all of the assignments. This gives you only 3 of them, and there are more than 3 assignments due on that first due date. It also tells you how many days you have left until your due date. And if you want to click on View All Assignments, it's going to take you to one of these assignment pages that I'll talk about in a bit. My results will give you your overall score once you've done an assignment. So I haven't done any assignments yet for this course, so it's 0%. That will change as soon as you work your first assignment. And as you work your first assignment, you'll also get a progress bar about what your scores are and how they progress over the course. So these are just 2 real quick ways to get a look at your grade. Again, there's going to be more detail when you click on the gradebook link that we'll get to in a moment. Alright, scrolling down in this course home window, there are a few other things of importance, such as the announcements. Now, everything on this course home page is a summary, a short synopsis of the assignments, the grade, the announcements. For the full details, you'll need to click on the button on the left. This first announcement here, the Welcome to My Math Lab, is put together by Pearson, and it just gives you some hints or useful links that you might need to click on if things aren't working the right way with your browser. For example, the browser that I'm currently using is Chrome. Firefox is another popular browser, a browser that will work well with My Math Lab. Internet Explorer is known to have problems in some of its versions, so you might want to run a browser check if you're using Internet Explorer to see if you're using one of the versions that is supported, or download Chrome or Firefox, one of the other browsers that we can use. Okay. This announcement, this publisher announcement, will be around for the first 1 to 2 weeks of your course. Then, assuming that you've been working on assignments and everything is working and fine, it will go away and you won't see this announcement anymore. So do make sure that you take a look at it during the first 1 or 2 weeks of your course. If there are any announcements from the instructor, you'll see those. And again, it's just a short synopsis. You can click on More to read the full announcement, or click on the Announcements button on the left. Some of the other menus on the right-hand side will show your progress through the course. So this particular section of this course has 55 homework assignments, 10 quizzes, 9 tests, and so on. And so you'll just see as you complete 1, 2, 3, and 4 of them, you'll just get how far through the course you are in terms of homework, quizzes, tests, and so on. Right. There are also achievements that you can unlock. The achievements aren't part of any grading system. They're just kind of for fun to show you what things you've accessed. You can get achievements for 100%. You can get achievements for completing consecutive assignments by due date, and so on. It's just kind of for fun. So you can click on View All Achievements to see what's available there. Alright, so that's a summary, the summary page, the course homepage. Now I want to point out that there are arrows next to a few of these items on the left-hand side. These arrows are an indication that this menu can be extended and that there are sub-items underneath that screen. So if I extend the arrow on the course home, that's going to give me access to the syllabus, to the class calendar and to just a web page here, a link that'll take you to a set of videos that I have created for Math 039. So when this opens up for the first time, it will be closed. You'll need to extend that so you can see those important documents. There is a separate video that you can watch that's all about the syllabus, so I will go through details of the syllabus there. Let's take a look at the Announcements tab. Alright, the first announcement, like I said, was the announcement that the publisher, Pearson, the producers of my math lab, put together. And then this next announcement is the first announcement in one of my online courses. Let's take a look at a few more of these buttons. I'm going to shrink the course home menu, the announcements, the discussions. The discussions tab has various discussion topics. Now, you won't be able to see all of these the first week. This is a look from a semester that had gone all the way to the end. So if you look at the discussions, click on one of them, you can read about what the topic is. You can read the directions in the topic. You can read the rules for how to post, how many responses you need to make, and how many times you need to post in this discussion period. To post, you'll just click on Respond to the tab. Once someone else has responded, you can also click on their topic and respond to their topic. The next link on the left-hand side is Homework. Now, Homework will not open if you have a pop-up blocker, so you may need to watch out for a message, usually up here near this top bar, announcing that you have a pop-up blocker blocking the homework application. If that happens, you just need to click on it and disable your pop-up blocker for this website. What should happen when you click on Homework is it brings you up a set of the homework assignments. All of the homework assignments for the entire course are available, which means you can work ahead as far as you like. For example, if you know that next week is going to be really busy, you have other exams, you might want to work this week ahead into the assignments for next week. The due dates for each of the homework assignments are on the left, so you can see that the first set, the assignments that are all due on the same date, are in this group right here, and then the next set of homework assignments with the next due date are below. There are a few little weird things, like section 1.1 is first, then 2.1, then 1.2 and 1.3 don't come until later, and they are set up in the order that I would like you to work on them. I know that they're not in the order of the chapter, they're not in numerical order in all cases, but they are set up in an order that I think makes sense for this course and that I would recommend that you work them. Now, if you'd like to work on a quiz or test, you can either click on the Quizzes and Tests link on the left, or notice that the assignment manager that you are in also has the option for Quizzes and Tests or Show All. So I'm going to click on Show All, and that's going to show me, let me go back to the first page here, or View All at once. That's even better. So it's going to show me the quizzes and tests interspersed with the homework. So it's usually a good idea just to use one of these menus, quizzes and tests or homework, and use the Show All. That gives you a better picture of exactly when you should be doing each assignment and which assignments come before the others. Now I'm going to pop back over to the course calendar for a moment. The course calendar was under Course Home. Drop down that window and look at the calendar. The calendar gives us a week-by-week description of the assignments that are due. This week-by-week description reflects the due dates that you see in the homework and quizzes sections, but it also has more information, such as it informs you when there are assignments such as discussions due. The discussion assignments do not appear in the list you see in quizzes and tests, and neither do a few of the other assignments such as projects, or the midterm, or the final. Okay, so you really want to make sure that you maybe print the calendar at the beginning of the semester, or otherwise refer to the calendar as you're planning each week. Note that this schedule is tentative and may change at the instructor's discretion. If there is any change to the schedule, your instructor will post through the announcements page to let you know of the upcoming change. The announcements page is also where you will find the links to the project. So the project itself is not going to be a link in the homework and quizzes tabs. It will be a link that you will be given specifically through the announcements when that week occurs. So if you're wondering about the first project, right now, you're not going to actually be given the information for it until the week of September 29th, October 5th, if you're in this particular course. Mostly because the project is going to require some skills that you will learn in chapters 3 and 4, and so it's not posted until after you've mastered chapters 3 and 4. And the next link is the gradebook. Now my gradebook is currently empty because the course has not started and I haven't worked any assignments. As I work assignments, I will have an overall score that's going to show up. Actually, right next to results will be a number, a percentage for my overall score. If I want details on that overall score, like what my overall score is in homework, quizzes, tests, or so on, I can click on the details to see that. Or if I want to see all of my quizzes or all of my tests or all of my discussions, I can click on one of these here. This will be particularly useful for the assignments such as discussions, projects, and midterms that aren't going to show up in the homework and quizzes menu. In the homework and quizzes menu, once you complete an assignment, the grade will be right next to it in that menu. You can see right here it's going to have a gradebook score. So you won't need to look at the gradebook to find out how you did on each individual assignment. You will need to check the gradebook regularly to discover what your scores for each of the discussions, project, midterm, final, those types of assignments that are not part of homework, quizzes, or tests. Those are considered offline assignments because the instructor needs to input the grade manually. It's not going to be an automatic grade. Alright, let's scroll down and look at a few more options on the left-hand side. Study plan. The study plan is kind of like those review exercises in the back of a textbook. They are for study purposes. They are not part of a grade for your course, but they are to help you review or practice for a test, midterm, or final. And as you work through assignments, more assignments will become available. Right now, you could try working the assignments from chapter 0 or 1. To start, you may want to try the Quiz Me option. The Quiz Me option will ask you a few questions. If you get them right, you will be able to master that topic. If you do not get them correct, you'll be able to practice that topic, then go back and take the quiz on it. Again, these are extra problems to help you review for one of your either online tests or midterms or finals. Let's check out the next link. Student success. Okay, so tools for success. There are just a couple things here that are offered by the publisher. Graph and calculator help, some note cards, college success, if you have any questions about careers or majors or transitioning into college or online learning, there are a few tools there that you can use. Study skills, if you have any time management or anxiety issues, there are just a few tips here offered by the publisher. The next tab is the multimedia library. The multimedia library is where you get access to the textbook and all of its features. If you select all chapters, all sections, and select all media types, you can see what sort of things are available. So for chapter 1, there are a couple animations. Animations are little moving pictures that will explain the topic of treasure hunt or the topic of linear models and functions. There are a few PowerPoint presentations that will go through sections 1.1, 2, 3, and 4. There are videos offered on sections 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can read the textbook itself on each of those sections. So these are some of the things available. There are also some shorter videos. Instead of the entire video on section 1.1, if you wanted to just see a video on Objective 3, using the number line to describe numbers, you could look at the 1-minute video instead of the 13-minute video. Just a shorter synopsis of each of the subunits in the chapter. Okay. If you scroll down, those are all the things available for chapter 1, and you have a variety of the same types of things available for chapter 2. Now, all of the things available in the multimedia library are the resources created by the publisher of the textbook. The videos available in the Lead Faculty YouTube channel are videos that I made about the section, so it's a good idea to try both. Watch some of the videos from the textbook, watch some of the videos from my channel. Oftentimes the videos on my channel are a little bit shorter, but they summarize some of the topics and don't go into as much detail as some of the textbook's videos. So it's a good idea to check out both of those. Okay. Chapter contents is another way just to, if you are interested in looking strictly at the textbook and not all of the videos or PowerPoint presentations, you can get there this way. So if you're in chapter 4, for example, you can click on the section or just click on the chapter. There's various links, like you can view the homework for that chapter, view the quizzes for that chapter, work on the study plan for that chapter. This might be a way of fast forwarding your study plan. If you didn't want to work all the problems in chapter 1 to move on to chapter 2, you could fast forward it through this link right here. And then viewing the textbook. Let me go ahead and click on one of these. Let's view the chapter opener for chapter 4. So you can see the textbook is opening. And once it opens, we can click through the pages, scroll through the pages. This is just a scanned copy of our textbook for the course. And you can just flick through the pages and read it like a textbook. As you click through, you can read the various examples, practice the solutions, read the definitions. This might be a good place to take some notes. If you had a definition that you were unsure of, you might want to refer to the textbook. Let me go back to the course. I'm going to shrink a couple of these menus, look at some of the other options. Course tools will be the last one we're going to discuss. Course tools is where you're going to find the tools such as email, chat, document sharing, and another link to the ebook. Let me click on the email one. In the email, this list right here is going to have the instructor as well as all of your classmates. So if you've chatted with somebody on one of the discussion boards, want to send them a personal message but don't have their email address, you can use the email tool right here just to go ahead and email them. Now, the email that gets sent is generated as being from MyMathLab. So if you do use this to contact one of your classmates, make sure that you send a return email address in the body of your email. The Chat in Class Live link is an option for leading a chat session with classmates or with the instructor. If there are some questions where you would like to have an interactive answer instead of a video answer, you can get on here and chat. There aren't going to be any scheduled sessions during most semesters, but if you contact an instructor, they may be willing to lead a chat session at a scheduled time. And the document sharing link is one that you will use when you want to go to upload your project, submissions, or any other file that your instructor might ask you to upload to MyMathLab. And again, the HTML ebook is just one more way of getting to the ebook. It's an alternate version of the book. If you're having difficulty opening the one in the multimedia library, this one is an HTML format, so it's supported for various screen readers and browsers. That's it for the menu. The last couple options with this slash through them are instructor only options. For example, this is how I would go and create an announcement for the class. So these won't be available on the student view. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed your tour of MyMathLab, and if you have any questions about your course, please let me or your instructor know. Thank you.